you've played Fortnite for a few chapters now, you may remember something called Wild Weeks. Now, if you're someone who hasn't played Fortnite when Wild Weeks were a thing, it was a thing that happened for a few seasons straight back in like Chapter 2 or Chapter 3, where towards the end of the season, when everything's starting to wind down and we're not getting as much new content dropping into the game because all their plans have already released, they would have miniature-themed events where it would be a whole entire week dedicated to old things coming back to the game, or things just having increased spawn rates. We've seen things before, such as them bringing back the Primal Season bows into the game. We've seen them do other things, such as just making it so chickens or wildlife would spawn more. Tons of little things along those lines, just to make it so it was all, coherent and, just a nice little way of making it so people actually continued playing the game when all of the content had actually kind of like started dying down. And while we haven't seen any Wild Weeks for a while now, I don't even think we've had them any in like Chapter 4 or whatever, or in Chapter 5 so far, it does appear like Epic Games has decided to rebrand them a tiny bit and bring back Wild Weeks in a weird little sort of fashion. This time around, instead of being called a Wild Week, it's called Dummy's Joyride, and there's a huge list of quests on screen right now. I will be going through all of the free rewards you'll be able to obtain. However, I'm not going to keep that list up there because I do have a list over here on my other monitor that I'll go ahead and read out to you guys. But the main thing to keep in mind regarding this upcoming Wild Week is that when it goes live and when it actually happens in the game, Epic Games is going to be doing something very unique that we haven't really seen them do in a while now, and that is simply put going to be them making supercars, aka the Whiplash, spawn a lot more. So if you're someone who wanted more mobility, you wanted just to drive around with your custom car or something along those lines, you will be able to very, very soon. Oh god, hold up. But you will be able to very, very soon when this Wild Week actually goes live, because they're just going to crank up the spawns to the maximum, and basically every single place you go is going to have different sets of, just Whiplashes spawning in game, so you can drive around with your Lambo or whatever other vehicle you may already own in the game as a cosmetic to your heart's content. But on top of that, they're also going to have some extra challenges for you to do during this time, and that will actually give you XP and 3 rewards, 2 of which being sprays, and 1 of which actually being a free little loading screen for you to enjoy, which might actually relate to some upcoming lore things. So what are these actual quests? Now that I've actually, eliminated Darth Vader and my mind can actually think about what's going on here. Well, simply put, we have a lot to go through here, and they're things such as filling up sports cars at gas stations, basically going to any gas station and just, using the fuel mechanic or whatever else to refuel the vehicles. You don't have to fill up 50 cars in order to complete this, you just have to add a total of 50 fuel to any Whiplash you own or have seen in the game. So, a pretty simplistic challenge to complete, and whenever you complete any of these, you will get 10,000 XP as a free bonus. We have travel 3,000 meters as the distance in sports cars. We have damage objects while in a vehicle 50 times. So basically just run into signposts, whatever else, bushes, whatever you find around the map, run into 50 of those with an actual vehicle and you'll be able to complete that challenge. We have one challenge to deliver a sports car to Dummy, which is pretty unique. Now, if you want to know where Dummy is on the island, if I actually even have him discovered, I don't, but he's one of the NPCs you can find on the island. So if you go into the character collection menu and you've already found him, you can easily just go over to him, deliver a vehicle near him, and it will complete. You don't have to actually like drive into him or anything like that. It's literally one of those challenges where it's just like drive near the NPC and it'll actually complete for you. So don't worry too much about, having it bug out or anything like that on you. We have another one to drive a sports car in different named locations. You have to do this in 4 different named locations, so it can be done in a single match. It just kind of takes a long time to actually go to all the different locations, drive the car around and figure out where you want to actually go ahead and drive by, right? Now, an easy way of completing that challenge when you actually get it is probably going to be this middle area on the island, right? Because you have Grimgate, Restored Rills, Fencing Fields, and Pleasant Piazza, or whatever you say, however you call it, all in a very close duration towards each other, so you can easily just drive to one, instantly turn around, drive to the other, make it a small little circular road trip around the middle of the island, and you'll be done with the challenge before you even realize it. We have another one to deal 300 damage to opponents while in a vehicle. Now, if you're someone who's dumb like me, you may think this requires you to go ahead and drive into enemies with a vehicle, but no. What you can do is just sit in a vehicle, sit in the passenger seat or something, aim out of it and shoot someone. As long as your body is in the vehicle, it will count for this challenge. We have another one to jump a sports car and travel 70 meters before landing. Basically, you're going to want to find a mountainous area, most likely the snow area up there or something, drive your Whiplash up there and go ahead and fly in the air for a total of 70 meters before you hit the ground. It's something that just kind of is situational. You just got to be in a specific area to do it, because there isn't really too many ramps or anything like that around the island in order for this to actually, register properly. But you should be able to do it pretty easily, assuming you manage to make it over to the snow biome before the storm actually closes in on it. On top of that, we have challenges to do things such as purchasing 7 items at vending machines or mod benches. Now, what it means by purchasing items at a mod bench, I'm pretty sure what it's basically trying to tell you to do is either mod a weapon or collect weapons from those actual mod benches you actually find around the island, because you can't really purchase anything per se, right? It could also mean to just go ahead and, you know, purchase individual mods, and each mod you purchase counts for it or something along those lines. But of course, you know, they did a little bit of some weird wording here or there, so basically if you want to complete it super quickly, go to a vending machine, just spam buy ammo, and it'll basically count for you. Now, we also have one to purchase 3 services from characters. This could be hiring NPCs, this could be, you know, purchasing ammo, purchasing little like buffs or whatever else, like the Rift to go buff or whatever. You just got to purchase 3 of those to get that completed. Then we have one to spin bars in 5 different matches. Basically, hey, whenever you're playing a match, go ahead, spend some money, and you'll be done with it in no time after you just continue playing the game. This is one of the ones that you don't even really got to think about in order to complete. You just kind of got to wait a while for it to actually complete, because it's something that you won't be able to just to do in a single match like some of the other challenges that they've actually released. Why are you not dead? Hold on. No. Come over here. There we go. Jesus Christ. But then after that, we have a challenge that isn't actually going to give you any XP, but will give you the first free spray. This is the emote at Grimgate, Brawler's Battleground, or Mount Olympus. So you can go over here to emote, you can go over to this area to emote as well, or you can go down here and emote, and whenever you emote at one of those 3 locations, you'll actually get the first free reward, which I'll go ahead and reveal on screen right now, which is the powerful Poseidon spray entirely for free. This is actually a part of the Slurp series, which means that, yeah, they are starting to actually use those series once again, but that'll be the first of the 3 free rewards you can actually obtain. Other challenges that are kind of just hidden are simplistic things such as flipping a vehicle for 10,000 XP, popping 4 vehicle tires, such as, you know, just going to this vehicle right here, bam, 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 and you'll be able to get 10,000 XP for doing that one. We have one to actually submerge a vehicle in water, so basically your best bet is to take a vehicle from like right here or something and go right over there, or into the giant water pool right there, and just get it fully in the water to the point where it's from no return. Complete that one, you get yourself 10,000 XP. And once you've completed all of those challenges, you have 2 extra free rewards. For completing 7 quests, you actually get the Serpent Sight spray right there, you can see right on screen, which is related to Medusa. But for completing 10 quests from the Dummies Joyride quest set line, aka the Whiplash Wild Week, you will actually be able to earn yourself a free loading screen. And this loading screen is called the Stygian Temptation, with a description of "It's impossible to look away," and here it is in all of its full screen glory. It is a very beautiful looking loading screen where we can see some of the characters from last season, such as Hope once again, and we can see Pandora's box. And that makes me wonder if this was originally going to be related to some storyline type stuff or whatever else, because of the fact that it does seem related to everything kind of going on in the Fortnite island and this new story that Charlie Wynn is building up for us to enjoy in Battle Royale. But of course, it is just kind of like a free throwaway reward right now that they're going to give you, just kind of doing challenges and driving your vehicles around the island, popping tires and doing all that type of stuff. So it is exciting to actually see all this stuff being prepared, and it's nice to see that even if it isn't like how it used to be, we are starting to see the return of Wild Weeks in one form or another, because I always enjoyed Wild Weeks, right? Like always towards the end of a season, having a Wild Week that popped up every once in a while that either brought old stuff back into the game for that week only, or just made it so it was like spin bars because they're going to be gone next season, was just a nice little throwaway set of things for them to do. And I hope they start doing Wild Weeks more often, such as how they used to do it back in the good days. Because maybe I sound old being like, back in the good old days, Fortnite had the Wild of the Weeks. But at the same time, they're just extra things to do in the game, and it allows people who may have already completed everything else to have a reason to continue checking into Battle Royale instead of trying to switch between, you know, Fortnite Festival, Lego Fortnite, all that type of stuff, in order just to complete extra quests or something so that they have busy work per se to actually do. It gives them a reason, if they want to continue playing Battle Royale, to go ahead and continue playing Battle Royale. But with that said, yeah, Dummies Joyride is going to be having a questline very, very soon, and it appears that maybe it's going to be related to what the theme of next season is going to be, because as you guys may remember from roadmap leaks and everything else, it appears that Chapter 5 Season 3 is set to be, you know, some sort of like Wild West, or I guess not even Wild West, but like Mad Max themed season, and that is an exciting thing to actually see going down. I mean, the dummy NPC on the island, I don't think we can actually talk to him wherever he's located, has already been mentioning a new character called Axel, which might be related to a survey skin we had seen before for Dummy that actually kind of had a Mad Max kind of theme going on with it. And since Dummy is actually right here, I wonder if we can get that unique dialogue to pop up. We'll talk to him a few times just to see if we can get anything to pop up about it, so you can kind of see it. Nope, not that time. my advice, go find a car and have some fun. Please don't shoot the NPC. Yeah, I wonder if my buddy Matt Axel has any makeover ideas for him. So it may be relating to that whole entire survey skin we had seen previously, and it might be hyping up, everything going on with the new season. Plus, I mean, a Mad Max themed season with a Wild Week in the previous season, all related to vehicles, just kind of makes sense to me. But with that said, hope you champs and chambits enjoyed today's recap. Tomorrow we should be getting some new Medusa quests enabled in the game for the last final snapshot of the storyline, so definitely stay excited for that, and I'll catch you guys a little bit later with another upload. Peace out.